YouTube first. We'll get because we get the least amount of viewers on YouTube, so we're live there. Ready?
Yeah, get the North Korean guy.
All right. YouTube, you are live. What up, YouTube? And Instagram, you are live. What up, Instagram? And then Facebook, we will get going right now. All right, hold on. It's probably going to say rotate the camera. Rotate your phone. I hate that. It's like rotate your phone. Rotate your phone. Rotate your phone. What up, Instagram, Facebook? All right, what's up? Let's do this today.
Party on the road.
Yeah, let's go. Party.
Let's cook.
68 people on Instagram right now. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody wants to join in on this. Sorry, I'm not going live with anybody. Not right now. Hey, man, Max, what up? All right. Let's do it, guys. All right. Today, big day. It's launch day. It's everybody's favorite day. There would be a lot more hype around these bats during a normal year. But obviously, due to the weird year, to say the least, for 2020, it's these bats are coming out a little bit later than anticipation. It's only but that's not the point. The point is people are playing. Greatest fall ball ever is like in full swing. People are going to talk about playing all the way up until Thanksgiving. So there's going to be a lot of time with these bats. Also, too, people are already asking, "Can I have one?" So we got to that last time that never actually worked. So somebody, is that an LSU DJ jersey? Wow, yes, that is. Good guess by somebody. So yeah, big Yankee fan. So that was a good win last night. So somebody says, "Let's cook." Yes. Are these BB Core or USA? No, these are Fastptich. These are softball for females, for girls that play Fastptich softball. So this is who would use these bats right here. So any questions here? We got any questions coming in? I see our guy laughing. Speak up, Nick. As long as it's appropriate. This is like a G-rated type film going on here.
LSU jersey.
I see. Hopefully, Dodgers win. No, boo Dodgers. Although we do like Kershaw, we are glad that Mookie's out of the AL East. So Mookie could stay with the Dodgers for whatever 20-year contract, whatever he signed.
3 people in a row like the Dodgers.
They like the Dodgers. Well, we are coming like straight, like good. I can't believe the Dodgers game is on at 10. That sucks. There's no way I'm going to be able to stay up that late and be able to watch that. But anyway, so. Right here we have the LXT, which this is the Good Angel reincarnated, which is what some people said. The history of this bat is just outrageously good. I've seen the growth of this bat. I feel like I've grown up with this bat because this bat came out. This is the original one right here, not the actual one, but a cutaway of the original one. And this one came out in 2014, 2015. So my calculations are correct. The year is 2020/21. This makes this about 6 years bats. It depends because bats overlap as far as the years go. So what you're going to have here with this is a lot of history. When this one first came out in 2015, people were kind of against this bat. The history is Louisville Slugger, they had the Zeno. Then they were trying to search for that next tier bat, that bat that was a little bit higher in price than the Zeno. And it was this 1X bat, which if anybody looks up the 1X on like Google or does a search history anywhere on YouTube, it was like the bat that had the flying barrel, as they like to say. The girls would swing, they would hit the ball, and after like basically 10 swings, the barrel would come flying out. Louisville did a recall on the bat, and then the next year they introduced this LXT, which obviously the LXT came out in 2015, and girls were kind of against it at first. It was exactly what the Zeno was. The 3 people Louisville's been trying to push like almost a decade with all different baseball bats. But anyway, the short version of this long story is 2018, all of a sudden, on the inside of the bat, they took away one of these discs. So Instagram people, you could see that. One of these discs came out. The Zeno bat from Louisville has both discs on the side. And what that really does is it gives kind of a different type of feel, different type of sound off the bat, just a little bit more lively. So they took one out, and really that made the world of the difference. So you can see that on YouTube. They took one out. On Facebook, you can see that they took one out on that one, and the rest was history ultimately. What happened was 2018, this LXT bat exploded on the scene. Not like the 1X, but it did, obviously, it exploded from a performance standpoint. Then the next year, 2019, it did really well. Some might even say we were starting to see this bat overtake the Zeno. Then in 2020, same results, well overtook the Zeno. So much so that the Xeno's not even in the line for Louisville Slugger this year. It's only going to be found on their Louisville Slugger's website. I don't know as far as the logistics, as far as if that's going to be like a limited edition. Once you see it, it could be gone tomorrow. It could be gone in a month. But anyway, you're going to have this will be Louisville Sluggers due to circumstances out of everybody's hands. This will be their only bat for the 2021 campaign, which isn't a big deal because this bat is their bat. This is going to be now the LXT. You might see one later on, but really the LXT is a great bat. So that's the history of the LXT. We'll go over kind of the dimensions and some changes they've made, but that's a brief history because anybody likes history of these bats. There's a lot of history that goes into these bats. And yes, nobody wants to get emotional or nobody wants to get attached to these bats because they're here for one day and then they could be gone the next day. And ultimately what's going to happen with these bats is, but you get a little emotional about the Xeno. A decade's quite the run, and that's what the Xeno's been. So we lay to rest the Xeno today, and we go forward with the LXT, and that will now be our baby for 2021. Any questions? Do we have any questions here? Oh, boy. Facebook is just crazy. Oh, boy. Wow. I was not expecting. You see any questions on Instagram?
Yeah. Did
We'll
you
go
over how it compares to the Ghost?
Same type of level. That's a good question. Well, how does this bat compare to the Ghost? That's what everybody has on the brain. Very similar to the Ghost. It actually, I think you see it too, cameraman Nick, that like the Ghost ultimately is the talk of the town, but people like options. People like options no matter what they're looking at. And this is an option that comes into play that hangs around with the Ghost till the final decision is made. You would agree with that. So what are your thoughts on it? Everybody's asking my questions about this. Wow, people, a lot of Astros hates. That's a good question right there. Hey, Mad Max, what do you think of the Demarini Voodoo USA? I love you, Chargers _waves. But I'm going to go strictly Fastptich because -11. Yes. Okay, so let's go over options. That's a good question. So we have the notorious drop 8, which is going to be more for those power hitters. We've even had some guys use it for slow pitch softball. So drop 8 is going to be the most extreme size, only comes in 33 and 34. Then you're going to have the 9, which is going to come in 32, 33, and 34. And that one's obviously going to be a little bit heavier for, again, you might find a college girl might use that. That's who would use that, or a girl that's a little bit stronger in the high school level. Then we have a drop 10, which is going to be arguably the most popular. That's going to be available in the 31, 32, 33, 34, and size 30. Sorry. So I forgot about that size 30. That kind of sneaks up on you because 30 definitely does better in the next length to weight, which would be drop 11. So it would be 28, 29, 30, 30, drop 12. Was a 2-year project from Louisville that they ultimately have discontinued, and they're rolling forward with just the drop 8, drop 9, drop 10, and drop 11. Not a big deal. I see people asking for free bats, and I really want to know when that ever actually worked out for somebody. So if anybody tells me, I asked so-and-so company, I asked Wendy's or whatever for free burgers, and they gave me free burgers, I would love to know because I really would want to know, and I want to go ask anybody that you're getting free stuff from if I could kind of like acknowledgement. I love you, but anybody free stuff. That's ultimately what's going to happen. And there is enough giveaways to go around. Right now, we have the B5 giveaway, the Easton one, and we also have the Lizardson giveaway, which is a Lizardson care package that we're going to be giving away. You probably saw that. That's on Instagram, TikTok. So, and one of these Fastptich bats we're probably going to be giving away soon. These are just launch day. We'll probably be giving them away. But anybody that asks for free stuff, that's just not going to be that's not going to work out well for them. So let's just kind of get that out of the way right now. So, all right, that's the LXT. That is Louisville in a nutshell as far as Fastptich. Very simple. Makes my job easier. I only had to shoot 4 videos this year for that bat, where in the past there was 4 times 3 ultimately, where you had the Xeno, you had the LXT, and you had the PXT, or you even had the RXT. So there's no new models out that regard. All right. Let's see. Facebook. What up? Somebody said. A lot of people watching here on Facebook. What is up, Facebook peeps? How does that compare to the Prism? Very similar. So if you missed it in the beginning, somebody asked about the Ghost, and the LXT can hang with anybody. That is Louisville's cream of the crop. That is their best. Does not get better than LXT for this year. When is the baseball launch day? So Louisville is going to be towards the end of the month of October. So tomorrow we will be in the month that Louisville Slugger launches their baseball bats, but obviously it's not going to be it's going to be closer to November 1st than October 1st. So just bear with us. They will be out soon. And then so Is it a 2-piece or 1-piece? Yeah, teaching kindergarten right now. Laugh out loud. That's pretty funny. That's how you guys give away anything. Yes. When did the baseball bats launch? That seems to be the hot topic right now. You're going to talk about the new CFs. Yes, that's a good segue. Let's segue to the new CFs. Oh, LXT, new composite in the barrel. I think that's kind of let's talk tech. New composite in the barrel right there. And then you're going to have a new VCX2. It's just kind of an upgraded collar on it. So you do have upgraded technology in this bat. I don't want it to go under the radar like, hey, they painted this bat. It's a little bit different than it has been in years past. Some might say better. Some might say the same. There has been, I'll say one thing, and I even told our Demarini rep this. Do not let the Demarini CFs get hot. Do not let the drop 10 get hot. We've already, I hate to say it, because I wanted to come on here and say we have everything in stock, but that's not good if we say we have everything in stock. That means we're not selling anything. So this bat, unfortunately, the CF drop 10, this beautiful bat right here, we were sold out in 31. We ordered enough, we thought, for at least 2 months supply, but I don't know. I guess people aren't carrying softball bats out there, and this bat launch is hot, so people are hot for the CF bats. We're going to have 2 new CFs for the 2021 campaign. We're going to have the drop 11, and then we're going to have the drop 10. Roy, you have to get the phone. That's going to be I mean, we can't do the live if the phone's going to be ringing. That's going to be an issue. Hold on a sec. Any good questions you see, cameraman Nick?
Okay.
Well, tell us, bro. Speak up.
Facebook is a little slow right now.
What?
Facebook's a little slow right now. Let's go back to Instagram.
I think you need to get off Wi-Fi, go to cellular.
I am.
Oh, okay. Come on, bro. I don't want a baseball question. I want a fast pitch softball question or somebody that has a witty comment that you see is like they need to be featured on here. What does the Meta Power look like? It is black and gold. I know it's on Louisville Slugger's website right now. I see that question. That's a baseball question. You just suckered me into a baseball question. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. Oh, hold on a sec. What college did you go to? That's kind of a personal question, don't you think? That's like a personal question. I don't know why I would answer that question.
It's breaking loose inside the barrel. Did Louisville do any issue?
Well, they did do one thing. We will say that. They discontinued the PXT, and that's pretty much what that's what they've done. They discontinued the PXT ultimately. So the PXT is no longer available. You have some older ones still, but ultimately the PXT is gone. So no big deal. How much is that bat in your hands? This one is actually $380. So yes, what is the cost of the LXT? The LXT is $380. These are all 3 of these are going to retail for $380. So kind of a new price point. People probably are going to notice that. If you had to choose, are you going Demarini CF or Louisville Zeno from the website or LXT? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. All right. Because I can't just give one answer and be like hands down. But if I'm a girl that's like, let's say I'm in high school, I have power. I'm not like a freshman. I'm more like a junior, senior in high school, and I have plans to play college ball. And I do have power, and I need a bat that's going to match my power. I'm going LXT because that bat has the power. If I'm a girl that needs a little bit more bat speed to kind of create some power, I have strength, but I just don't have that power where I could ultimately handle the LXT. I'm going CF. And if I'm a girl that's definitely more of like, let's say, a slapper and somebody that definitely is like more bat speed oriented, this is my bat right here, the -11 CF. The ultimate. This is like this bat. When you want to talk about getting emotional over bats, because we watch them swing and we even do well with it over the website as well. But what we see with this drop 11 is just a girl that physically wants to handle drop 10 because there's going to be drop 11 right here. This is who uses this bat. We do well with this. This was the first one about a decade ago that kind of started this wave of kind of the drop 11s. Then all of a sudden, Louisville Slugger followed it. Then Easton followed it. Then other manufacturers like Marucci, Rawlings, a bunch of other people kind of hopped on that drop 11 train, and it's been the perfect bat right there. So I've heard of the drop 11 tend to break more. Accurate statement. Okay, Jen_Grisis. That's a great point right there. That's a good point. I don't disagree with you. The drop 11 definitely is going to be more prone to breakage if just the right girl isn't swinging it. So if the girl is like a junior, senior in high school, and she's like, well, let's say for lack of a better word, she has the strength, but she doesn't want to. She just doesn't like. She's like, no, I still want to stick with the drop 11 because it's comfort to me. I don't want to go up to that drop 10. Yeah, the bat's going to break on you. If you have the strength and you're in the bat, it's just like it's going to break on you. So definitely know where their strength level's at, and if like they can handle a drop 10 physically, you want to push them to go to that drop 10. Great point right there. See, people are so well educated on these bats right now. It's like I don't even need to probably do videos like this or anything like that. Let's see. Which would be better for a 10-year-old power hitter? CF -10 or LXT? She swings a dual stamp Ghost very well right now. If she swings a dual stamp Ghost right there, then honestly I look at the LXT because you're going to get that performance and you're going to get what I mean. The Ghost is great, and we're not here to knock the Ghost. This isn't a live video stream that is titled Mad Max knocks the Ghost. But the Ghost definitely, I mean, it's the internet. Like years ago, I tell that to people too when they're looking at bats. Like there's certain bats that like are on the internet that like I could tell you that like it's gonna break, and you could probably read that. So like the Ghost, outstanding performance, but definitely has some breakage issues. I would say the LXT, what has made Louisville Slugger so great is that it has matched performance and durability rolled into one bat, and that's what you get with the LXT. So good point. Everybody's so smart today. I see a lot of 12 and 10-year-old girls with Demarinis and 14U in high school using LXTs. I feel like that kind of is exactly what I just said. That's exactly what I said. Girl will be more LXT oriented, where a young girl might be more Demarini oriented. That's worth extra cost. I don't know, Scott. Scott.Brian.5682. That's a great question. You would think that's why with the drop 10 right here, the 3121, to my surprise, like I've been saying, don't let this bat get hot because it could be dangerous. But yeah, people seem to like. I would say this: the new bat didn't get any worse. If anything, it got a little bit better. And the color, obviously, a lot could be done with a fresh new paint job. The look of it really could make the difference for the girl with the confidence up there at the plate. I know that seems kind of lame, and that might seem like I rehearsed that line in the mirror a couple times, but definitely not. Yeah, you know, you're splitting the difference. I would say now would be the time if you were seriously entertaining the last year's model. From now till Thanksgiving would be the time to jump on the last year's model, because there's always a saying. It was at least the last year saying, it was like, don't let somebody buy your bat in November and wait till April. That's the issue. Obviously, that didn't happen with obviously the state of the world and coronavirus and all that stuff. But that's going to be the same for this year. Don't let somebody buy your bat in November and wait till April, because it won't be here. So, man, Max, can you give me a tip how to break in a glove? That's a good what?
You got a top secret recipe right there.
Top secret. It's this hand right here. This hand. Look at that. That's just. I could have been a hand model in a future life, but obviously I can't be, because just my hand is just beating in all these gloves. And Roy's going away actually on Thursday. He's getting a much needed vacation because he's getting a little grumpy. And the last like 4 days he hasn't let me break in any gloves because we've been going over stuff and whatnot in the morning. So morning time is my break-in time. And we'll do a video on how to break in the gloves, but it's just not, you know, Asa doesn't give his secret recipe. I won't give my secret recipe. And also another thing that coronavirus took from us was that we were going to have Asa in store, and we were going to do kind of a break-in challenge. Who was going to be able to break in the glove the best? I was going to challenge him, my glove choice versus his glove choice. Would have seen who would have came out a little bit better. So maybe we get that going for 2021. If Asa's watching out there, we want to get that done. So, all right, let's talk about the bats right here, because we get so like out of the like whatever. We go in different areas. So CF drop 10, 30, 31, which seems to be the hot size, right? Don't let the 31 get hot. That's what I'm saying right now. The 32, the 33, and 34 built for, I mean, there's girls that are going to be loyal to Demarini, and that's smooth and no vibration. Those are this piece right here, the 3 fusion handle, works wonders, takes away vibration. And it just gives a smooth feeling on contact. Great bat. Then we're going to have the drop 11, which just this bat is awesome. This is my favorite bat in the Demarini lineup. The drop 11, built for a girl that needs more bat speed to great power. This is where you want to be right here. So I like that bat. That's my favorite. That's my favorite choice. Will the 2020 bat prices go down with the 2021 bats coming out of? So when? Right now. right now, Karen, you can go on the website and definitely take a look at that. And then somebody's asking, can I get a free receipt if I buy a bat? That's a good question. Evan, yes, you definitely can get a free receipt. Evan's a funny man. Evan's funny. Are the LXTs hot out of the wrapper? Yeah. So I would say this, like that's definitely one of the things that used to happen way back in the day. I say way back in the day because that's like 10 years ago, but it does seem like that's a decade ago. You start and things are changing with these bat technologies. But yeah, bats are like when the composite first came on the scene, it was like, oh, you need to break it in. Nowadays, with the technology that all these manufacturers have, everybody, I don't think I've seen, except for the PXT, which we'll laugh about. And I know I get a lot of things. It's like Max always picks on kind of the easy target. Like I pick on the PXT, I pick on the Omaha, I pick on the Voodoo One, I pick on the Johnny Lester glove. It's like no bat since the PXT. That's maybe why the PXT didn't do that well. Is like you need to use it more to break in. It's now everybody's saying their bat's hot out of the wrapper. Whether that's true or not, I would say to some extent it is definitely better than what it used to be. So that is what's going on with these bats. They are hot right now. You're a goat, no goat. Oh man, YouTube. Sorry. What is your favorite bat? Favorite bat for Fastptich? I like that LXT. It's near and dear to my heart. I like the LXT and I like the Drop 11 Demarini bat. I know I can't choose one, but those are two. You heard the background story. Velo ACP or Quattro Pro. I'm not going to flat out outright just say like go with one over the other. It's always going to be kind of, if you're going to give me two options, I'm always going to give you kind of that like where you should go. Bat speed, Velo ACP. If you're looking for the power, you got the bat speed down, you're a Quattro 2020 guy. 8U coach pitch, fast pitch softball. Seen some Demarini Prisms do well. Is there a better option? No, that's awesome. That's phenomenal. Prism would be great. Does it take time? Or do you expect to break in the glove soon? Does it take time or do you expect? Well, if you have a glove with us, then it's definitely working. It's definitely in step one of the process, kind of turning it inside out, work in the glove a little bit, and kind of there is a process. It's like a step 3 process. It's like, well, step 4. Roy gets the order in. We pick a lot of glove questions today. That's good. Gloves are good. Gloves are good to ask questions about. And then we start working it in. We do it the next day. It takes about 2 to 3 days. Catcher's mitts might take 4 to 5. So, has anyone hit the CF20? Yeah, we hit it. We like it. We had a couple girls in. They liked it. It was kind of, same great type of bat, same great type of performance is what we're going to get out of that. Does Roy get pedicures? I would say Roy would not. He doesn't seem like a pedicure type of guy. Jolie says hi. Hello, Jolie. Let's see. Who else? LXT or Prism 33. Do you have a preference? Really like the Ghost, but durability issues. I think I kind of answered that before, but I'm going to definitely consider the LXT. That's my favorite. Who do you think is going to win, the Twins or Astros? I'm not a baseball expert, man. I mean, I watched it for like the gear that they use, and I don't like anything that the Astros really use. They seem like the most hated team. But what I want is, which it could happen, is Yankees, Astros, ALCS, San Diego, wherever they're playing. I want fans there, all that stuff, because that seems cool. But somebody said I spend all my money. He. Oh, here or Heat. He said here. There you go. See, that's what happens when you're remote learning. You spend all your money here. Oh man. Okay. What?
Facebook.
What's up?
LXT or Prism 33 dropped.
Yeah, I just answered that, cameraman. You're late to that. Yeah, you're late, bro. What else? Oh, right here. FNX Rising. This bat. I don't know. What can you say about this bat? I would say this bat looks the most badass for this year. It's got like, what is that? What is that? A Falcon or what is that?
No, that's like a.
That's a Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
That's a Phoenix. It's got a Phoenix. The name of the bat, I don't even know what design that is. So that's what happens when you remote learn. I was remote learning, and that's why I don't know that this is. So right here, it's a Phoenix on here. You know what? If you saw the picture, and cameraman Nick also takes somebody goes, I saw, hold on, what did somebody say? I saw you last year at Sunday Night Baseball, Yankees Red Sox. That's pretty funny, actually. For this year, it's an old school Demarini type bat, and this bat replaces the Insane, which was just not going to get the phone. This replaces the Insane, has a little bit more end load to it, definitely for the power hitter. If you are that high school girl, college girl that just can flat out mash, this is your bat right here. Available in drop 10, drop 9, and drop 8, and the most badass looking bat for the 2021 campaign out of any of the manufacturers. If you put 2 or 3 of them together, it makes like this like giant Phoenix looking creature, because they all have the Phoenix creature on them, which Nick has told me is on it. So let's see. Everybody wants to come in on the live, but we can't do that. Can I get a free bat? Shout out Prism versus LXT. Biggest change on the LXT? That's a good question. Biggest change on the LXT this year is that they changed the composite layout and they changed the connection piece to the VCX2. So that's the biggest change. That's a great question. Dilly Metz coming through with some real solid questions. We appreciate that. Haven't seen him in a while. He's been flying back and forth to Texas, New York, New Jersey. We want him far away from us. Let's see. Do you have stores in New York? Only New Jersey? That would be. Yes, we do baseball bats. Yes. Why don't they make a cat? Not answering any baseball. I'm not getting sucked into the baseball questions. I got to be fair, because the girls have been waiting for these new bats for, again, normally June. So you're talking July, August. I mean, all of September. I mean, we're now 3 months delayed on this, and then the baseball is going to be delayed about 2 to 3 months. So this is just what's going on. It's like, bear with us. Bear with, obviously everybody that's coming out with these new bats. I get it that people want, the hot baseball bats, and there are kind of a list of some hot baseball bats, the Goods, the Knox, the Meta, the Connect, and those seem to be the hot bats. They seem to have a nice place, so we'll see if we can make these softball bats just as hot. So thoughts on the Demarini CF Zen? I like it, but it's same old CF Zen. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it looks cool. It's got some nice graphics to it, technology upgrades. It wouldn't be fair for me to say that there was groundbreaking technology improvements from what you saw last year or even the year before to the new one. The LXT, on the other hand, there have been some improvements, and I could kind of get behind that and say, yeah, I feel this bat, and that's maybe why the LXT has kind of, goes head to head with the Ghost any day, and you kind of give the advantage to the LXT in durability anytime. I mean, that really is what it's going to come down to. Okay, like the jersey from Louisiana, what is the comparison to the Ghost, the LXT? Because really it's all about the inner barrel technology. It's when we have a bat that has inner barrel technology to it, all of a sudden we get a little bit of a different energy feel. The ball comes off differently. The player feels something a little bit different. So what we have with that is ultimately the Ghost leading the charge, the Prism not far behind it, and then the LXT that really kind of, LXT and the Xeno are kind of like LXT for these new bats. We're kind of like the CF, the Phoenix. They have a place, but they just don't obviously have what the Ghost has, or even that LXT for that matter. I still like it. I still like the CF, and there's a bat for everybody. It's like when you're looking at the LXT, you're looking at the CF. We're talking about grade A bats. It's like, we're not talking about and we don't want to pick on anybody, because we don't want to do that, and we're not going to name brands, but you could kind of connect the dots, and I don't want to really do that. It's tough for me to do that. If I don't want to do that, that's mean. It really is. You guys are fighting me to throw bats under the bus, but looking at we call it the 3-headed monster, right? So you can connect the dots from this: Louisville, Demarini, and Easton when it comes to Fastptich softball. Then you could kind of obviously talk about the next tier of bats. But if you're looking at those manufacturers, which it's very easy to kind of then know what comes after that for Fastpitch softball, you're going to get a top quality product. So that's what makes this launch for these bats very special, that a lot of girls like these bats, and they definitely have a good following, and they look cool, and we've been waiting 3 months for them. So I would say this: anybody that's looking at these bats, CF -11, LXT, CF -10, Phoenix here, you're going to get a top flight bat that can bang with the Ghost any day. If you're looking for more bat speed, you're going to go CF. if you're looking for a little bit more power and you like that classic Demarini feel, you're going to go FNX Rising because the Prism's giving you that inner barrel technology, and that's what really Prism has done. It's like you're getting that classic Demarini feel, but you're getting that type of inner barrel technology, which we just talked about. I just got the Rollins Velo. I like that Velo. I like the Velo for baseball. Let's see. Instagram kind of stopped. We kind of came in real hot on this. Let's see. Tomorrow, though, is a baseball bat launch. I don't know if we'll go live, though, because there's a lot of hype around that bat. And I don't think we could fill 30 minutes talking about one bat, but we'll try it. Preference, Ghost Advance or LXT? Oh, you guys are playing with my heart with asking all these questions right here. Really, honestly, you guys are just playing with my heart. I like all of it. I like all of it. I can't decide. I like the Ghost Advance. I like this. I like that LXT, though. It's like I get too emotional. I tell my Demarini Louisville rep that like I get too emotional over these bats. I've seen the growth of the LXT, where like the Ghost was hot from day one. It was the talk of the town from day one. The performance was there. The pop was there. It was like there was no build up for it. Where like the LXT, we had to grind. It's like I remember the days of the LXT where it was like people would come in and go like, "What's this bat? I've never heard of it." The LXT. Where like now it's like the Ghost people heard of. So for that reason, I'm going to go LXT just because I'm emotional. I'm emotional over the LXT. My daughter got the Mizuno last. They are banging on that door to be in that A tier and kind of pushing them back, and Demarini keeps pushing them back, and Louisville keeps pushing them back. But they're right there. If there's like, hey, we're moving you up, right? We need to call somebody up from the minor leagues. Like Mizuno is getting that call up. Their Fastptich bats are great. They definitely have a good following. The F21 is good. The Titanium needs to. I think this is the last year you see that Titanium. So, but they have that inner barrel technology. If anybody's looking to demo a bat out, obviously that's like one of the most underrated bats. I give the Mizuno F21 Power Carbon 2, whatever they call it. And I'm probably not as well versed in the Mizuno stuff as I should be because they have some weird names to technology, and they have this black onyx carbon that they put all over the bat, and it's like riddled in black onyx carbon, which just sounds like it's like freaky and you like think it's scary, but it's not. But it's you kind of get weirded out with their technology. Their technology just is like very tough to understand. All right. I think we're kind of wrapping this up. So we will definitely, guys, stay tuned for some giveaways going on these new Fastptich bats. I promise. People ask for giveaways, but anybody that asks for anything free, it's just not what we do. Zeno is out, but Louisville said it will be back. I know they have an exclusive to the website of Louisville. Yes, they have the exclusive on LouisvilleSlugger.com. It seems to be the topic of conversation. We don't love it, but we'll just kind of leave it at that because we're not looking to obviously we will give our hat tip of the cap again to Louisville Slugger and Demarini for the gloves. We gave the shout out to Wilson, so we might as well give the shout out to. There will be a new Prism, but we'll see that more of a spring launch. So yeah, tip of the cap to Louisville and Demarini because they both ultimately have they have delivered. We have everything in stock except for this bat in 3121 because I don't know what happened. But this bat got hot, all right? Bring back the sub 200 Pro Preferred for this holiday season, please. Yeah, we're working on it. We wish. We'll have a lot of glove deals, though, for holiday. We got to start. October is for October baseball and planning holiday deals. So that's what we will do. But everybody that's watch, listen, ask questions. Appreciate everybody hopping on. And you guys all know when it's time to shop smart and save big bucks, where to do it at Closeout Bats. So thank you for that. We'll end this live. We'll end it live on YouTube first. So bye, YouTube. Peace.